Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here on Share Talk for Thursday, the 18th of October. Starting off with KOOVs, where there seems to be some excitement in terms of the break outside this falling wedge in place since June, also above the 50-day moving average of 10.87. So while we're above that 50-day line, hoping for a move back towards the mid or upper teens. If you're cautious on the shares, maybe you'd wait for an end-of-day close or a weekly close tomorrow above the 200-day moving average at 12.34. This stage, only well below 10 pence, really casting the recovery argument into doubt, although it has been admitted it's been quite a long wait for the shares to get back on their feet after the June-July rally that they served up. Next up, a stock which I looked at before, but on a quiet day, worth looking at again, Newmark Security. We're in the run-up to a golden cross between the 50-day and 200-day moving averages there at 0.85, and the trade at the moment on a technical basis is the one we'll be looking for further progress while the shares remain above last November's 1.2 pence resistance. That red line resistance line projection from 2016 implying a target as high as 1.8 pence over the next month or two. Stock which I think I've also looked at before, but as I said, on a quiet day, this is what we're looking at again. Rockfire Resources, nice wedge break, falling wedge break there earlier this month. Bit of a sideways shuffle at and above the 50-day moving average at 1.34 pence, and while we're above that, looking for a retest of the 2 to 2.2 pence resistance area of July. So a nice setup apparently there. Sirius Petroleum, another repeat, but here we had a great bear trap rebound and then a gap through the 50-day moving average earlier this month. The shares have effectively bounced off that broken March resistance line at 0.75. And while we're above 0.75, looking for a return to 1 to 1.1 pence. If you're cautious, maybe wait for another end-of-day close above the 200-day moving average at 0.83. One would hope that, unlike earlier in the month, another end-of-day close above that should allow the shares to keep going towards their allotted target. Again, another repeat here, looking good. Srt Marine Systems appeared to be hardly worth mentioning when it was first mentioned, but was a triangle breakout earlier in the month. First time lucky in terms of breaking above the 200-day moving average of 27.8 pence, and the view at the moment is while we're above this gap, floor of this gap at 30 pence, looking for a target towards 43 pence, which would be the top of a rising trend channel from the beginning of the year. In fact, one would probably be looking for a bit more. That line drawn about as low as you could draw it. There could be a target as high as 50 or even 55 pence there. So very good looking chart indeed at SRT Marine Systems. Finishing off with one of the more followed stocks at the moment. Just thought it's worth looking at UK oil and gas today. Shares bumping along the bottom of this rising trend channel from June. Obviously disappointing that they weren't able to hold the 200-day line in August and September. Since then, really sort of hugging both the 50 and 200-day lines. Best way forward here probably is to wait for at least an end-of-day close above the 50-day moving average, 2.03 pence, before the technical trigger is delivered. And then after that, still looking for the long-awaited target towards 3 pence, which is obviously the main resistance so far this year. Stop loss on the buy argument at the moment, really back, can't really be tighter than back below 1.85, 1.9 pence at the moment. That's it from me. More updates tomorrow.